hoping to show you how to get up and started real quick with Tabletop Simulator and using Star Trek Attack Wing. First thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to Utopia, hosted over at crazyvulcan.github.io/Utopia Builder Star Trek Attack Wing Utopia. And we're going to build ourselves a quick list. I've already set one up here of some of my favorite Klingons. And we're going to go ahead and go over here to where it says export. Normally this has a bunch of options for exporting text and format, but what we're going to look at today is Tabletop Sim Export. By selecting this toggle, it's going to change the list format to something that Tabletop Simulator can understand. We're going to select the entire list and we're going to cut it using Control X on the Windows keyboard. And we're going to now load up Tabletop Simulator and get started. Alright, in Up Simulator, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to load up the text. As we see here, we have a spawner in the center of the map. What we're going to do is we're going to just go over here and select the text tool, and we're going to highlight this selected text, and using Control V for paste, we're going to replace the entire text block with the text that we copied from Utopia. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to select the auto spawner, and we're going to click this button right here. And this is going to load up the entirety of my list. And as soon as that finishes loading, all we're going to do is next we're going to sort out all the cards we don't need. Hopefully that will be fixed in the next couple months, and we'll be ready to go. Loading, loading, loading. There we go. Pulling out the stuff is rather easy. What we're going to do is we're going to take away the ships that we don't need. We're just going to need the Vorcha and the Vorn. We're going to right click this deck, and we're going to go to search. And the first thing we're going to look for is the Vorcha. And that is captained by Core. And it's just a simple matter of pulling out every... Alright, so that's what we pulled out every card. We're going to, we pulled everything out, we set everything up nice and neatly. We have our two ships. They're currently named the IKS Vorn and the Vorcha. Customary, like I like to do, we're going to rename these ships to the captain's name, Core. Oops. He is Captain Skill 8. And the Vorn is captained by Chang. He is Captain Skill 7. We're going to go over here and we're going to take the normal empty board, which is the control board for all normal size ships. And we're going to spawn two of those using copy and paste, just like we did with the text. And we're going to put core up here next to the sync button. I'm going to put Chang on this one next to the sync button. It's a simple matter of hitting the button, and you know it works when the little symbol in the middle appears. To move him, all you have to do is press the button corresponding to his maneuver. So if he was going to do a one bank, you place that, and he does his one bank. The board's set up very similar to any other standard 3x3 board. The gray area is your deployment zone. And we're just going to set up these two ships here. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up some dials. Dials are very simple. Going to place one on top of each of these ships and hit the sync button, and then flip them over. There is a set button used to hide the text, and a little show button used to reveal the text. Going to move over to this little gray or little shadowy area. This is a hidden zone. Whatever I do in here, as I am player red, cannot be seen by any other player. We're going to set up our maneuvers. We're just going to do a turn right 2 for Chang, and we'll do a 4 straight for Chang, or for Core. We're going to set those dials. I'm going to highlight them, drag them over, and show them when it's their turn to activate, starting with Chang. He's going to do a turn right 2, which is a white maneuver for him. He is going to then play over here and place the button. And he is going to do Garon's fleet action, which gives him a battle station and a cloak token. Notice how the cloak tokens and all the tokens will spawn next to the 2 ships. These will do just like any other thing. If you were to do target locks, it will spawn a single token named the captain skill of the or the name of the captain that spawned it, and you just simply place that next to the ship that you're target locking, and it's the color coordinated to whoever player spawned it. And that's really the gist of the game. Hopefully you already know how to play Star Trek Attack Wing. Dice are simply over here. I like to copy and paste dice whenever possible. Highlight. Using R, you can juggle them and roll them. Gives us a nice random result. And that was a terrible roll. But fortunately, if this was on the Vorn, Worf would convert the blanks into a hit, which you would use using the number key. Place 3, and then I would spin the battle station. And I'd also do that. If I were to convert it to a crit, I'd use the 1 key. And you notice when you hover over a die, it will show you what number the side is facing on. Same thing with the defense dice. 1 shows a result, 2 is a blank, and 3 or 4 is a battle station. Anything else you would need, you can find inside the box here. You just search it like any other object, and you just grab whatever you need from the box. And what else do I need to show you? Your shield tokens are over here. You need 2 for the Vorcha, 3 for the Vorn. We're going to move these guys back over here. And our dials. And we're going to save our list. I'm going to select everything using the drag tool. We're going to right click an object. Usually I like to click on something in the top left corner. We're going to go to Save Object. We're going to save it to our chest, and you can select any number of folders. These are set up pre-hand ahead of time. I'm going to put it in my Attack Wing folder under Demo, and we'll save it. And then if I was to respawn this list, like if I was going to play it over here, I would go to Objects, Saved Objects. Here's where you'd create your folders. I would go to Attack Wing, and Demo is right here. And we're going to drag it and kind of guess where it's going to go. That's why I select the top left corner, so I know where it's going to land. And there it is. All ready to go. It's just a matter of pressing the sync buttons on the control boards. If you notice, the dials are already named. And I believe that's everything I need to show you.